this time of year especially, it is a sound we are familiar with, tornado sirens going off during severe weather. But it's also something we take for granted, assuming there's one plan in place to keep us all safe.
But in Montgomery County, those plans change from city to city, sometimes following completely different philosophies. 2 News meteorologist Tara Hastings is digging deeper.
Many people assume when they hear sirens a tornado is on the ground, but that may not be the case. Some communities in Montgomery County sound sirens only when there's a tornado warning issued, while others are activated for strong straight-line winds. I've also learned some communities hear sirens when there is no threat at all. It's a sound many of us associate with severe storms. Outdoor warning sirens are there for public safety, and they're usually strategically placed near parks or fields, all to alert those who may be outside and in harm's way.
Not everyone may be near a radio, near a television, even not have their smart device. And we try to be as all-inclusive with our emergency notifications as we can be.
We checked with every community that has sirens in Montgomery County. We learned each one has a different policy when to sound the sirens. In New Lebanon, Oakwood, and Washington Township, the sirens only go off when a tornado warning is issued for those areas. But other communities, like Brookville, activate sirens not only if there's a tornado warning, but also if there's a threat of damaging winds.
We have policy in place that at any point we feel, with regards to public safety, that we should be warning folks who might be outside, either on the bike path, the ballpark, just out in their yards, that they should be taking cover.
Here at the Regional Dispatch Center in Miamisburg, Captain Jay Wheeler runs the day-to-day operations. It's here where sirens for 7 communities across Montgomery County are activated during severe weather.
We're going to set those off for the entire county, no matter if it's a little portion of the county that's affected by the tornado warning. And we set off all the sirens for everybody that we service.
Before 2007, the National Weather Service had the same philosophy. When they issued a tornado warning, the entire county would be highlighted, even though only a portion of the area was really at risk. For the last 10 years, polygon storm-based warnings have been issued. These concentrate on a specific area that's in the path of the storm. On March 14, 2016, several tornadoes touched down in the Miami Valley, including this one in Phillipsburg, a community the Regional Dispatch Center supports. The sirens were activated in Phillipsburg, but also for 6 other communities. The sirens were sounded for Phillipsburg, but they were also going off in Miamisburg and Miami Township, right?
Correct.
Even though there was no threat in Miami Township and Miamisburg?
Correct.
Captain Wheeler says dispatchers have the capability to sound sirens only in areas that are in the tornado warning polygon, but it's policy at the Regional Dispatch Center to sound them all when any part of Montgomery County is under a tornado warning.
It's a better be safe than sorry policy when it comes to these, and we just have to make sure we don't miss anything, just do them all at once.
But for Brookville Fire Chief Ron Fletcher, he wants to make sure people take action and don't hesitate when they hear the sirens.
We want them to go off when we test them, and we want them to go off when there's an actual emergency, and we don't want someone to question whether that is an intentional activation or whether maybe that was a mistake and there's really not a problem.
As you can see, 2 completely different ways of keeping people safe, and there's a good reason for that. I've checked with the Ohio State and Montgomery County emergency managers. Both tell me there is not a specific policy in place for when and how sirens are activated. They leave that up to each individual municipality. I've created a list of all the communities in Montgomery County with sirens and their outdoor weather siren policy. You can find that list at WDTN.com. I'm meteorologist Tara Hastings, 2 News, working for you.